Nate here, and you are watching the Legacy Sports channel. We are back, and we are ready to discuss these first two games, NBA Finals. Man, I can't believe the finals are here. Some interesting games so far. We'll start off with game one, where the Pacers took everyone by surprise and took a 1-0 lead by beating Oklahoma City on the road, 111-110. Man, this game, it was pretty insane. I was very nervous from beginning to end, being a Pacer fan. I had a feeling that, or I thought the Thunder would have decisively beaten the Pacers in game one, given this was the Pacers' first time in the finals, and the fact that Oklahoma City's scoring is on a whole nother level. But what I expected to happen did not. Indiana, they just kept hanging in there. Oklahoma City was leading throughout most of the game up until the final stretch. And then Tyrese Halliburton doing what he does best, hitting a crazy game-winning shot to take a 1-0 lead in the series.
That's the win it. Final seconds, no fouls again. Halliburton looking. Halliburton driving. Pulls off. Jump shot. It's good. With 3/10 of a second remaining. Timeout OKC. Tyrese Halliburton does it again.
I'm telling you, man, Tyrese Halliburton, this man is special. It's going to be interesting to see what he does throughout the rest of this series. But reality came in the second game, and Oklahoma City decisively defeated the Pacers 123-107. I don't think the Pacers really at any point in time during this game held the lead. So it's what I expected. Even though I wanted the Pacers to win this game too, I knew for a fact Oklahoma City was not going to lose 2 games in a row at home. So the Beast woke up. The Pacers, they're going to have to make some adjustments. Just because they're going to go home for game 3 doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to have an easier matchup against the Thunder. I think the Thunder are starting to catch up on how the Pacers play. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, man, 2 straight 30-point plus games in the NBA Finals. I mean, this guy, he's legit, and he's also a scoring champion and an MVP. He's in some elite, like categories right now. Very few superstars historically have had the accomplishments statistically that he has had. So if he could win this championship, he's already a Hall of Famer in my book. But yeah, the Thunder, they woke up, multiple players in double figures. So the Pacers, they're gonna have to do some soul search and make some adjustments. I saw an interesting article on ESPN by Neil Payne highlighting some interesting stats or outlier stats ahead of this NBA Finals game 3 that we're going to watch tonight in Indiana at the Gainsbridge Fieldhouse. One stat is that the Pacers, they averaged 30 made 2-pointers per game on 56.6% shooting from inside the arc. But during the series, that has changed significantly. They've only averaged 22 made 2-pointers per game this series. And Pascal Siakam, his figure has dropped to 4 per game on 51.8% shooting. So overall, these stats are the Pacers' lowest production on twos when you're comparing how they played during the season. And then another stat in regards to their three-point shooting is that the Pacers currently are averaging 39.5 three-point attempts per game. And they're taking more than 48% of their shots from three, compared to their season averages of 35.5 attempts from the arc and shooting 40% of their overall shots from the three. And so it's interesting to see this change in offensive behavior. Maybe it's an adjustment to kind of match up with Oklahoma City's scoring pace and how fast they score, their volume of shooting. The Thunder tend to shoot quite a bit. But the thing is, though, too, the Pacers, they've been dealing with a lot of turnover woes. They're going to have to clean that up if they're going to want to have a chance at winning this series. They haven't made as many shots from the field. And according to this article, so far in this series, nearly 18% of their possessions have ended up in a turnover. Whereas during the regular season, only 11.9 or 12% of their possessions have been led to a turnover. So that's very worrisome. Their turnover rate has nearly doubled in this series, and kudos to Oklahoma City Thunder's defense. They're doing a great job. But if the Pacers want a chance to win, they're going to have to clean that up and continue to play the basketball that got them to the finals. I think a dilemma that a lot of NBA teams run into, especially when it's their first time in the finals, is that they think there's a mentality that they think where they may think that they need to change how they play. No. Continue to do what got you into the finals first place. Don't lose your identity. That's how you end up losing a series. So the Pacers, they're going to need to make some adjustments, yes, with this new opponent, but they need to remember their identity, remember their core playing style, and they need to be the team that determines the pace, not the other way around, where they're following the Oklahoma City Thunder and trying to keep up with their pace. I think that's what happened in game 2 of this series. The Pacers, they didn't really seem like themselves. And then the last stat, too, that I found to be interesting is the frequency of Oklahoma City Thunder going to the free throw line. Right now, let me see here. So while certain members of the Thunder have a reputation for getting to the line unusually often, OKC's offense was not among the league's most foul reliant during the regular season, ranking 24th. It made free throws per field goal attempt and averaging only 16.7 free throws per game. But in the finals, Oklahoma City is living at the line. Pretty much camping. I mean, they bought a house on that line with a mortgage. Right now, they're averaging 25 free throws per game. And that's nearly like a 50% increase. So that's a surge. And that really goes to show the amount of foul trouble the Pacers are getting into. A lot of mental mistakes. And that would probably likely be the reason why they're having so many turnovers. So I think overall it'll be interesting to see how this series transpires. Pacers, they need to keep their composure. keep the pace. The Thunder are a juggernaut as far as offensive firepower is concerned, especially with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading the way. So they're going to need to have someone step up and really lead the way scoring wise. I mean, when you look at the scoring on the Pacers in these first 2 games, it's quite abysmal. And no one really scored over 20 points. And that's a problem. If you're going to want to win in the NBA Finals, elite scoring is going to have to come from somewhere. Whether it's Tyrese Halliburton or Pascal Siakam that step it up. I mean, to be honest, I think they got lucky in game 1. If I'm going to be frank, that was OKC's game to win. The only difference is that the Thunder made some mental mistakes down the stretch, but as you can see, they did not do that in game 2, and they dominated. So yes, the Pacers are going to be at home. They have that going for them, but the Pacers, they're going to have to tighten up and do much better. So it'll be an interesting game to see tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Who do you think is going to win game 3? Who do you think needs to step up? And what your thoughts are on this series so far. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if this content resonates with you. Hit the bell icon so you can be alerted whenever I upload a new video. I appreciate you guys being here with me today, and I wish you the best going forward and success in whatever endeavors you're pursuing. This is Nate, and you've been watching the Legacy Sports channel. I'll see you all in the next one.